girl. I'm back again with another story time for you guys today. Now, this will be my last story time for a while because I do want to get into actually talking about beauty products, hair products, makeup, skincare, all of that. But I did want to go ahead and make this one last story time for a little while. So today I will be telling you a story about my crazy ex, the true story. Let me go ahead and give a disclaimer before I start. Um, Everyone who knows me, my personal life knows that I am in a relationship, and I've been in a relationship for the past over 4 years now. So any story time that I'm doing will not have anything to do with my current life, my current relationship. And it will always be about someone who I don't talk to anymore. I barely knew. It's just a fun story or warning to some people. It won't be about anyone that I still keep in contact with or who may come across this video. Anyone that's in these stories probably won't come across these videos, and if they do, um they're not gonna really remember. Just like a lot of details I don't remember. So anyway, that's my disclaimer, and that's just going forward. It won't be anything personal as far as now. It's just stupid things that happened to me in my past. So I'm gonna go ahead and start. So this video was kind of inspired by there's this show on Lifetime. I don't watch it a lot anymore. I really don't have time to watch Lifetime like that or any really TV shows like that. Um, but I used to watch it. It's called, you may remember it. It's called My Crazy Ex. And I was watching it one day, and I thought, about goodness, I do have a crazy ex story also. But it's true. Some of those stories on that show, they were kind of outlandish, and you don't know how true they are. Well, this one, it's silly, but it's not so outlandish that it's impossible. And if you're single or have been single in the past, you know that this story is very plausible. While it is crazy, it's it's true. It's a true story. Okay, so let's just go ahead and get into it. I'm gonna try my best to keep this video under 15 minutes. I don't want to spend too much time on this, but it was funny enough, and I had just remembered it the other day, so I figured I'd go ahead and tell it. So I'm gonna go ahead and start. I'm gonna try to tell this in as best chronological order as I can. And like I said, some details that I forgot. This was some years ago. It was about a guy. I don't even remember his name. And I'm being honest. I don't remember nobody's name from this. I just remember that it happened. I remember certain things about it. So, I met this guy. I used to work in retail. I used to work at a mall. Before I changed careers or started my career, uh, really, I used to work in retail. So I met him at the mall. I was on the job, and I'm not going to go into detail about how we met. It's really not relevant to the story, but eventually numbers were exchanged. And basically, long story short, I began hanging out with him. It had only been it couldn't have been nothing more than like a couple weeks, 3 weeks or whatever. We had been hanging out here and there. And at first, I really wasn't interested that much. I mean, he was good looking enough, and he seemed nice. That's how I got the number, I guess. Like I said, I don't really remember a lot of details, but we used to hang out and things like that. And once again, this was my early 20s, like really early 20s. Like I was basically barely 20, I think. Um, but I was in my last year of college. I was finishing up school, and I was working at the same time and dating here and there. Well, dating him, I guess. So anyway, after about a few weeks, it wasn't even long. He was already talking about wanting me to be his girlfriend. And like I said, I wasn't sure how much I liked him. I mean, I had started to like him a little bit. Like he seemed nice, sweet. He was really courting me. So yeah, I I was like, okay, I started liking him a little bit. but I didn't know if I liked him enough to be his girlfriend. So basically, it was very quick. And and this is another thing. I don't suggest that you jump into a relationship because you may end up in a situation like I was and find out that person is crazy. So I just a disclaimer. I don't suggest that. So but he wanted me to be his girlfriend, and I was like, I really don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't want to really jump into any relationship. And again, there's going to be some things along the line that should have told me he was crazy. So, like, I want to say a day after he asked me, a couple days, I ended up going to his house to chill or whatever. Um, and the way we got together was crazy. He just started introducing me to his people as his girlfriend. And I was like, we didn't discuss this. But anyway, like I said, I was just having fun. So I was like, well, he was like, well, you're my girlfriend now. And I was like, I don't remember agreeing to it. He says I did, but at that point, I was just like, you know what? Because what he was saying all this time, he was saying, well, you know what? I know what I want. I'm a grown man. He was a little bit older than me, but still, he was like, I'm a grown man. I know what I want, and I like you. You seem to like me. So, why should we waste time? Let's just get together. You know how guys, what guys say, like, or, women say it too. Well, let's just do, we like each other. So y'all, he wore me down. He talked me into it, and I was, I let him talk me into it, even though against my better judgment. So anyway, we were together. Now let me just say this: this relationship was not a real relationship. The reason I say this is because this was a span of this whole story is gonna be over a span of like not even 2 months. We weren't even together that long. It didn't last at all. Okay, so this and then all the stuff that I found about him, it really wasn't what he appeared to be, basically. So, like I said, I don't remember the man's name. I don't remember much about the details about him, but I do remember this that he was, I want to say like militant type. Those guys who's like down for the cause. Like he was about the empowerment of black men. He was talking like he was, those people who think they're woke or whatever. So I thought, well, he's intellectual. We had good, stimulating conversation, all that stuff. Which I found out that he was fake. It wasn't even like that. So I'm gonna skip through this relationship because, like I said, it's not important. Basically, we didn't last. Later on, I found after I got with him, I found out the dude was in jail back in the day. No judgment or whatever, but I just had never dated anyone who spent time in prison. That was one sign. Also, he had signs of being very controlling. He would lash out and just start yelling at me like I had to do things his way, or he had a fit. He had signs of like abusive. It never got to the point where he put his hands on me or anything or called me out my name, but I could see it was not good. So anyway, long story short, we didn't last. He ended up having too much drama later on down. Like I said, we were only together for some weeks, and he already had drama. Like I think he had found out his ex was pregnant, and it was too much. So I let that go. Uh, so now let's backtrack because this story, the crazy part of the story, actually is during our relationship. So, now I'm gonna tell the story, and I'm gonna be honest. I don't care, but I'm gonna sound silly. The stuff that I did, I shame on me too because I was silly. So while I was with him, when you're young, you have a lot of different I don't want to say men you're talking to, but numbers and things like that, and you don't always save everyone's number. So guys, look, I got this text, like this number was texting me like, hey, how you doing? Da, da, da. And I was like, who is this? Because it wasn't unusual for me to get a text with a number that's not saved. Because it'll be some dudes who, number I would get and I wouldn't save it, or I just forgot or whatever. So I know it sounds stupid, whatever. So a number was texting me and was like, hey, beautiful, how you're doing? I'm sorry, I'm making sure y'all can hear me because I know my last video, the audio was crazy. So he was like, I want to see you, I want to hang out. And I would be like, who is how do I know you? And he was like, this is, I don't remember his name either, so let's just call him Bob or whatever. So Bob was like, I met you. I remember I met you at the mall. I met you at the mall, and I was like, I don't remember you. Y'all, we spent like 2 days texting back and forth. He was trying to convince me that I knew him, that I had met him somewhere. And I was like, I don't know you, dude. Like, I never met you. I was like, describe yourself. It was stupid. Like, who are you? How do I know you? Okay, well, where did you meet me at the? Like, I was grilling him. Like, convince me that I had met you. Now, he's probably sitting here thinking, this simple. You know what? This girl is so simple. Any other person would have just been like, I don't know you. Like, stop texting my phone, block, or whatever. But I was like, did I meet this dude? Did I meet him? So anyway, so he convinced me because my logic was, Tiffany, you obviously met him. How else would he have your number? Stupid. I know. I'm so silly. So he convinced me that I met him at the mall. I'm like, how does he know I work at the mall? How did he get my number? Girl, you met him, you just don't remember. I was like, you just don't remember. So, eventually I was like, okay, I don't remember meeting you. You say I met you, whatever. You seem nice. And he was like, we spoke on the phone. He's like, you don't recognize my voice? Y'all, this story is crazy. Like, it's crazy. He was like, you don't recognize my voice? I was like, no, I don't. But I said, I guess I met you, and I just don't remember. He's like, oh, you gave your number out that many times. He was saying all kind of stuff. So I was like, yeah, whatever. Eventually, y'all, he was like, I want to take you out and things like that. So he had took me out on a date. I think we went to like the movies. And I had met him, and I saw him, and I was like, I definitely don't recognize him. He was good looking though. So, so I was like, well, oh, I guess I met you. I guess I met you. I don't know. I was like, well, girl, you probably did get from the W. You don't remember. You just so silly. So I went out. We had a whole date, y'all, with a dude that I still did was like, I don't know how the heck you got my number, dude. But he took me out on. We went out to eat, went to movies, and all this. And then I went home. Okay, so anyway, y'all probably like, because what does this have to do with your ex? I'm getting to it. So fast forward, me and my ex had broken up, got back together a couple. It was stupid. And all this time the dudes tore up and down, because like I said, I wasn't I was practicing celibacy or whatever. I wasn't doing nothing with him or the other dude. For y'all who knows me. Okay, I wasn't doing nothing like that with them. I guess you could say I was being a little thottish, but it was never to the extent of full blown thought. Okay, let's just get that straight. Okay, so fast forward, me and the dude had broken up, got back together. He was trying to get back with me. Da, da, da. You know how that goes. It's playing with each other, going back and forth with each other. And then you know what? This is how it all ended. How it all came to an end. This is like I want to say all this took place within a matter of like 2 months. My ex finally had texted me. We got into an argument, text and argument. This is how I know this wasn't a real relationship, because if you've been in a real relationship, you don't just get into no text and argument. You're gonna get on the phone argument. So we was texting, arguing, going back and forth. I have no idea what it was about. I guess we were just done with each other. I was done with him. I didn't want him anymore. And he got mad. And he was saying, you know what? That's why you were just a this and that. I was everything in the book. He was like, you was just a trick and all all this and that. I was like, where is this coming from? He was like, yeah, you thought I didn't know. You thought. Now, some more background about this dude. He was like I said, he was controlling. He didn't trust anyone. He was like a paranoid type person. Like he had a prison mentality. That's how I really could tell he really had done time. Like he wasn't making that up, because he was paranoid. Like he always thought I was cheating. Well, I guess I was, but he always thought something was going on. Well, whatever. So he was like, he was just saying all kinds of stuff. I said, where is this coming from? Da, da. he was like, you thought I didn't know. I know you went out with that dude. He said his name. He's like, yeah, I know about Bob. I was like, and all of a sudden, I connected the dots. I was like, this is not gonna go well. This is gonna be really stupid. And it was ignorant. He was like, yeah, yeah. So anyway, so this is what the situation with Bob was. Y'all, Bob was his apparently one of his close boys, like his close friend. So my ex knew the dude. Now, this is what's really crazy about this. He did all this as soon as I don't even think me and the dude was in a relationship. As soon as I started hanging out with the dude, I got the text from Bob. This is how I know he was crazy. He was like, yeah, Bob is my friend. So basically he gave a dude, his friend, my number to bait me into doing something, catching me in something, basically. Now, shame on me for doing it, but really, I don't see if it's shame on me. I mean, yeah, I was stupid, but who really came out looking dumb? I think everyone did. This is why I say that. Now he thought oh yeah, I got her. Yeah, she went out with him. I knew him. I set them. I played her. Basically, he was trying to say like he played me. He was just trying to have sex with me. All this type of stuff. I was a hoe. I was a thought. All basically, well, before the word thought took off, but y'all know, y'all get the idea. But my thing is, so did I take the L? Cause I'll take the L. This was years ago. I took the L a long time ago, but I feel like he took the L too, because this is why I say that you're stupid. First of all, me and you wasn't even, for you to be trying to catch me or something, we weren't even together. How do you know what type of person I am? And why did you care? Even if I went out, this is why I say you're stupid. The dude, I could see if he just texted me to bait me, and then I was like, yeah, okay, let's go. No, the dude took me out. We went somewhere. And if you want to look at it like that, not to say I was like starving for something, but if anything, I got a free movie and a meal. I mean, it sounds stupid, and it is stupid. But if you're looking at it like that through the stupid lens, whatever. I mean, and true, that $40, $50 didn't break him. I hope not. But did I really take it? I mean, whatever. So I could see if he just texted me to make me look dumb. But he actually took me out, and he didn't get anything. Neither one of you got anything. So I didn't care when he was texting me. Like, I didn't get mad. I wasn't really angry. I was floored. The depths that this dude, the steps that he took, the level of, I don't know, paranoia that he had was really what was alarming to me. Because if I have to do all that for someone, we're not gonna be together. Okay. And then second of all, if I barely know you, I'm not doing all that. I'm not doing that, period. But especially if I barely know you. So anyway, that is the gist of my crazy ex story. And it really was just a weird story. It was funny to me then, and it's funny to me now. Okay, he's crazy. So anyway, as far as my next video, vlog, whatever will go, I do want to review some hair care products, skin care products, and some makeup products. Because I don't want to do a whole bunch of story times, and I really wanted to get into talking about beauty too. So, like I said on the last video, comment, subscribe, and give me some requests or suggestions or whatever that you want to hear or interested in hearing about. That's pretty much it. If you watched the last video, thank you. That one was really just very random, spur of the moment, and I was just really experimenting. Like I said, the audio was crazy. I was just, you know, it was just fun. So if you stuck in there and watched the first one, thank you so much. If you watched this one and enjoyed it, comment, like, subscribe, all of that. Until next time, YouTube, you guys take care, and I hope you enjoyed my story time. And